Hi, this is Chris with the Chicago Public Library, and I'm here to give you some quick tips to improve your results when you're doing research in our databases and help save you time while you're working on your projects this year. We know that you have other things that you want to be doing, and we want to make sure that when you're using the databases, you're getting the best results as quickly as possible. Now, I promise, if you listen to these tips, you will spend less time doing research, and the research you do will be much better.
First things, let's get to the databases. So this is the Chicago Public Library website. Let's browse online resources. And when you get here, you'll see they're sorted in several ways. It's probably most useful for you, most of the time, to scroll down and look at databases by subject, because you know what your project's on, and this is a good way for you to pull up a list of applicable databases that have the types of articles that you're looking for. All the tips that I'm giving today are broadly applicable to almost all of the databases. So as an example, we're going to use JSTOR. You can also pull the databases here by going to A to Z resources, and you'll see them all in alphabetical order. If you know the database you're going to, it's probably the quickest way to get there. Here we are in JSTOR. The front page of a lot of the databases you open is going to look very similar database to database. Tip number one is just go directly to the advanced search. There's always going to be a search bar like this here, and my advice to you would be to just skip it and go directly here. The reason to do that is the advanced search page just gives you more options to narrow or widen your search, and you'll get better results. You can see there are different criteria for pulling up just articles, just reviews, just books. Languages, you can narrow the dates, which is very useful because most of you will have an idea of what time frame you're looking for articles from. You can even look for specific journals and sort your results specifically by subject, which is awfully useful. It's just a more powerful search option, and why would you not give yourself the ability to mold your search in whatever way that you want? So it's tip number one, go directly to the advanced search. Tip number two, Boolean operators. So it's probably a term you've never heard before, but they will make one of the biggest differences while you are searching the databases in terms of how many results you get back and the quality of the results you get back. You're probably used to internet search engines like Google, and they're pretty good at understanding what you want. They're pretty good at understanding natural language, the way that you would normally ask something. These databases aren't. They're not going to be good at that. And they need you to say things specifically in a way that they can understand. And that's what Boolean operators are for. There are three that will save you a ton of time. And this guide here from the MIT library system, I particularly like. I think it's a pretty clear explainer. What we're going to focus on are just the three main Boolean operators, right? And those are and, or, and not. A couple things to highlight here. And it narrows your results and tells the database that all the search terms must be present in the records. Most databases, including Google, assume that there is an and between all of your search terms. So, see, Google just does that, right? But that might not be the kind of thing that you're looking for. So, their example, college students test anxiety, would be college and students and test and anxiety. It's going to pull up results for all of the articles that have any of those words in them. And that is going to be more results than you want to scroll through. You're going to get 15,000 results, and you're going to spend an hour and a half scrolling through things that don't apply to the project that you're trying to do. That's what we want to try to avoid. So, what you can do is put things in quotes. If you're searching for a phrase, right? College students, in quotes, then and test anxiety, in quotes. Okay, that way it's going to pull up results that contain both the phrase college students and the phrase test anxiety. It's really, really helpful. The and is automatically there. The thing to be aware of is that this, right, college and students and test and anxiety, is going to pull up way more results than you want. And in order to narrow that, place things in quotes. The databases will search for the phrase and narrow your results. So instead of 15,000, maybe you get, 80. And those 80 have a much higher chance of being related to the project that you're actually working on. Right? The second operator we want to talk about is or. Or connects things. The reason that you would use this is to expand a search. So if you have a really narrow topic and you're having trouble getting results, but there are words that are synonyms or mean the same thing or are all related to what you're looking for, you can put an or between them. So if you're say you were just looking for something on cloning and you're having a lot of trouble pulling things up, it's very narrow, right? You can do cloning or genetics or reproduction, and it will pull up all results that include any of those search terms. If you're having trouble getting many results at all, or is a useful operator to put between things, all right? Not is good if you're doing searches and you keep getting a lot of results for something specific that's not what you're interested in. So if you were looking for something on cloning and everything that was pulling up is about Dolly the sheep, and you're not interested in that, you can do cloning not sheep, and it will eliminate all of the sheep-centric results. For instance, if you were looking for the Black Panthers in a database, and you kept getting articles about large cats, that's obviously not what you want. So you could use not to say eliminate results that included cats from your search and get rid of some of the noise. All of these Boolean operators are ways for you to make your search include a wider selection of things or a narrower selection of things. And if you're having trouble pulling things up, widening that search will save you time. And if you're having trouble getting way too many results and just drowning in noise, these operators can help you narrow that search to results that are more specific to what you're looking for. Tip number 3, back to JSTOR here. Save all of the citations for any article that you think you may use. Keep a Google Doc or a Word doc open where you can copy and paste and save things. And if you do, then at the end of your research, your bibliography will already be done. And trust me, that is an enormous time saver. You don't want to have to go back after you decide what articles you want to use and find the citations for every single one of them at the last step of your project, because it is tedious and time consuming. For instance, let's just take a look here. Here we go. So this is a list of articles. Say that this is an article that you're interested in, that's useful for your project, right? You can go here, and there will be similar options in every database. Just look around on the screen. You're all really good at navigating these things, and you'll find it. But when you do, just go ahead and take this, copy it, go over into an email or a Word document or a Google Doc, and go ahead and paste it. Every article that you decide you're not going to use, you can just delete that citation from that page. And then, once you're done with your research and you know what articles you're using, your bibliography is done. And this will be true of all the databases, more or less. It lets you pick the style that the citation is in. You'll know what citation your teachers are asking for, so make sure that you grab the right ones, because they will notice. And that is disappointing when you've already done all the work. Tip number 4, and this is a big one, and I think it's something that not everybody thinks about first or feels like is something that they can just do. Contact librarians. Take you back to our website and show you a couple things that are really useful. So from any page, scroll all the way down, and you'll see a couple things. One is this: contact us, right? If you need help right now, and you need help that's pretty quick, if you're having trouble getting into your account, if you are confused about the way one of the databases works, or there's something you just can't find and it's going to be quick to look, you can call 312-747-4300, and there is a team of us there waiting to help. Okay? You can also send an email to info@shypublib.org, and that will also come to a team of librarians who can solve the problem that you have. There's also this really handy link here to Ask a Librarian. It'll pull up a form. You can ask a question, provide as much detail as you think is useful. Make sure to include an email where we can get back to you. Sometimes the CPS emails don't work. If you have a personal one, that can be useful for us because you often won't get our responses otherwise. When you fill out this form, no matter what the problem you're having is, say you're really having problem finding resources about your topic. It's a very narrow topic, or it's very niche. It's very hard to find things. We have subject librarians in the building, and they will help. So when you ask this here, it comes to my team, and we send it to the subject-specific librarians, and they can compile some resources for you to help you. Don't make that your first option. They're not going to do all your research for you. But if you're in a pickle, they're absolutely the best resource you could ask to have. And it's all free, and we're happy to do it. It's why we're here. Back up to the main page. Remember the tips. Tip 1, go directly to the advanced search. It gives you more options. It's going to save you time. It's just more useful. Tip number 2, use Boolean search operators. That's and, or, and not, and quotation marks for phrases, and it will vastly improve the search results. And then, tip number 3, save your citations. Go ahead, maintain that Google Doc, save those citations. You will be glad that you did. And tip number 4, when all else fails and you need a little help, that is what we're here for. And the Chicago Public Library loves nothing more than when students reach out to us and give us a chance to help them create a better project. So that's some of my quick tips for using the databases. I hope that helps out. And if it doesn't, just give me a call and we'll figure it out from there.